How are you?
Good. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Lovely day for a ride.
Oh yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah.
What are you riding these days?
I got my 99 Honda Shadow 750. It's been with me since 2008. I really like this bike.
So what was the one thing when you saw this bike you thought, I have to have this bike?
I just really like the lines, and there's a little tiny dent on the tank. It just told me that the bike had been used. It hadn't been abused, but really overall it spoke to me.
I see a little rust.
So the rust, I've been cultivating it a little bit. I really like patina on a bike. You know, things rust on PEI, so I manage the rust now, and I try and control it a little bit, but I'm not going to ever try and eliminate it on this bike.
I like it. It gives it some extra character.
Yeah, it's not quite Mad Max, but it's you know, it's not perfect.
If there was one thing you could change about it, what would it be?
I could handle a little more power, a little bit more comfortable seat, maybe something that could handle a bit longer ride. But really, there's not a whole lot I would change on it. I kind of like this bike. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
When I bought it, the guy said, the only problem you'll ever have with that bike is you'll never really need another one. So
Good problem to have, I guess.
yeah, it's good. And it's been really reliable. It's never really let me down.
I'm obsessed with safety. So for you, what's the #1 safety tip you have for riders?
Well, my grandfather was the person who probably most influenced me in motorcycles, and he was trained as a dispatch rider in World War II. He always talked about, you know, the things that you would do, but the most important thing, and it probably played a lot into his mission, was to ride like you're invisible, so nobody can see you. Just put that in your head. And he tried as a dispatch rider. He actually had to do that because he didn't want to get caught.
So he wanted to be invisible.
He wanted to be invisible, and it really works well. When I'm on the bike, I just pretend like nobody can see me. I've got an invisibility cloak all around me, and just try and know where everything is and be aware.
That's a great tip. All right, so show me where we're going.
Oh, right on. So we're going to head west today. We're going to head out the Trans-Canada Highway towards Crapo, Victoria, and we're going to hit the 226 and then the 227.
Nice.
That's going to take us to Darlington.
Right on. What's in Darlington?
That's my house.
Right on.
So
Can you get a coffee at your house?
we can get a coffee at my house.
Really
Yeah.
needs a coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready to ride?
I've been ready all my life.
Let's go, man.
Let's do it. Coming up, this is the North River Causeway, and on our right you can see the famous Cow's Creamery, the best ice cream. We'll drive right by. We've got places to be.
I've had their cheese before. It's award-winning.
Here we're entering on the new Cornwall Bypass Highway. This has been an extension of the existing Trans-Canada Highway. It bypasses another place I used to live. You can see it off to the right. My parents had a house that is just up on the hill here.
Wow, this is a beautiful view, especially considering it's off of an interstate highway. Except we're not in the States. So it's a provincial highway.
It does.
Damn.
It does feel like a bigger highway than it really is. So we're coming out of Hampton now, and on our left, we're just going to come up onto one of the prettiest vistas on the south shore of PEI. And you can see over the water there, you can see Victoria by the Sea.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Made famous by a late 1970s vodka ad. You can look that one up on the internet. This is where we used to go for swimming lessons. They were cruel swimming lessons. First week in June, it was so cold.
Sorry, in the ocean or a pool?
No, the ocean. The ocean. That ocean.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. So here we are, we're turning onto Route 13. This is the road that everybody would take when you used to come here from away on the boat, and you'd come from Borden and you wanted to go to Cavendish. This is the road that you take. We're on it now.
Does that make this the shortcut?
It does. This is the shortcut from the South Shore to the North Shore. It's the most direct route.
Nice. I love it.
This little stretch of road, there's a beautiful little farm here up here on our left. Really like this little property. There's another nice one up on our right. This whole area is rolling hills. It's pretty classic central PEI.
I love this area. Any of the places for sale, you think?
Used to be. We haven't seen many for sale signs though today, have we?
No. I think I might have missed it.
This old general store on our left here, it's just the picture perfect. All these communities all around here used to have a general store. Every little community. Kelly's Cross was no different.
You think that's for sale?
Let's stop and ask. This little stretch of road right here is probably the most fun you can have on a motorcycle in PEI. It's windy, it feels exotic, it feels like you're in another country, and it's a safe little run. So we can open it up a little bit here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and I just noticed a temperature drop. I really like that.
The temperature drop and the smells that you get along here too. Depending on the time of year we passed by somebody cutting wood, you get that spruce, that forestry smell. It's really nice.
That's one of my favorite parts of riding is when you can smell things you can't smell from the car. This is great.
So we're gonna turn on the right up here, and this leads to my house. So I'm lucky I get to live at the end of a red dirt PEI road.
Wow, that's a lot of sand. I think I'm gonna slow down. Oh, I love the canopy of the trees here. This is awesome.
Brian, that was the best ride. I really needed that today. Man, that was one of the best rides I've had in a long time.
That was a good one today. The weather started out a little iffy, but it turned out pretty glorious.
Yeah. What is it about that ride that's your favorite ride?
You know what, I like that it takes me home. Like here we are at my place, and it's a beautiful place to wake up to, and it really fills your cup when you're coming home.
I love that. Fill your cup. Oh,
yeah, man.
Cheers. Tell me about your place. Willway Farms, is that it?
My wife and I, Jennifer Ridgway and Brian Willis, Willway Farms. Where there's a will, there's a way. In 2019, we decided we were going to move out of the city, and we've got some acreage around us. We've got 55 acres of land here, and so we started putting gardens in over here, and one thing led to another, and we decided we were going to try ornamental flowers as a crop.
That's amazing. So you're a flower farmer.
Flower farmer, yeah.
That's incredible. That's
yeah.
Great. The ride we had today was fantastic. I mean, I love the rolling hills of the island and the twisty roads, and ending up here at your place, just fantastic. I'm wondering, what's your bucket list ride?
I'd like to cross Canada, and I'd like to go to California. I have some family in California, and I always imagine a long trip like that, like months long, and just wandering. The whole idea of riding and motorbikes has been with me since I was very young, and it pretty much comes from my grandfather. He was an amazing storyteller, and he used to tell us stories of his adventures. The whole idea of just riding a motorbike by yourself, it stuck with me.
That's nice. So really it's the adventure of riding?
when I'm riding, it gives me time to think and to contemplate and to meditate almost. You know, you're truly alone. You don't listen to music. You know, I don't have headphones. My phone is somewhere else, and just the sound of the motor and the smells in the air and the wind in your face, and it's time for me. It's my time. I just love it.
Hey, let's say we start your bucket list now and do another 100 kilometers.
Yeah, sure.
Get still
Sure.
daylight.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
before it gets dark.
Cheers.
Cheers.